All right, guys, time for clock kicking. This is a fun drill. It's going to show you a little different way to throw some of your kicks. Um, I want to have you understand that there is a textbook correct way to throw kicks in basics or in a form where if I was a judge and you're in a tournament and I'm looking for you to chamber perfectly and all your lines to be straight and develop maximum power and have a full pivot and all those things that we talk about in sort of your Korean style kicking. In a form or in basics, you got to do that stuff. In sparring, in fighting, that move needs to be made to work for you. You don't work for the move. It should work for you. And so if you have to turn your hip a little less to throw a kick at a closer target, or if you have to kick up on sort of a weird angle that isn't described by front kick or round kick, but sometimes kind of in between, then you just do that, right? Like you just make it work. So let me show you this concept of clock kicking, and it's actually could be a pretty nice workout as well. I want you to imagine that you're standing on an upright clock, or with an upright clock set sort of superimposed on you, where the knot on your belt is the middle of the clock, and then you've got your 6 at the bottom, your 12 at the top, and all your numbers going around. I know most of you probably use digital clocks. If you're a kid, this might be your opportunity to learn how a clock works. All right, I'm going to do this. My guard is up, and I'm going to throw a snap kick that goes from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. All right, so bend your knee. Now that's already a traditional kick that we do, right? Let's do a couple. Bang. One more time. Bang. Okay, so now we're going to do something that's going to feel really unnatural, even though it's not all that much different. We're going to go, instead of 6 to 12, we're going to tip this a little bit, and we're going to go from 7 o'clock up to 1 o'clock. Now, what I don't want you to do is just automatically go and throw your round kick. That's not what we're doing. We're looking at a kick that is in between a front kick and a round kick, 7 to 1. All right, so I'm going to chamber like this. See that line? And I'm going to kick. It's still almost a front snap kick, guys. All right, let's throw 3 of those. Bang, 7 to 1, 7 to 1. Like you can see, my head is on center, and my foot ends up just over on the side of center. All right, now we're going 8 to 2. Still not a perfect round kick, but now it's more round kick than it is front kick. This last one we did was more front kick than round kick. This is going to be a little more round kicks. All right, we're here, 8 to 2. So your hip needed to turn just a little bit more. Not all the way yet, but just a little bit more. All right, so ready, bang, 8 to 2. Now we go for our full round kick that is a 9 to 3 kick. So our knee comes up high and across. Okay, let's do that. 2, and let's do that again. 3. Okay. So now we're gonna get into some weird things here on some of these angles. We're gonna take that left leg and we're going to throw it from what would this be over here? So 10. Right? We're going from 10 and we're going down to 4. So how do you do that? Well, you bring your knee up above your foot above your knee just a little bit, and you kick on an angle like that. Right? Why would you need to do that? You're sparring and you go to throw your round kick, somebody kind of ducks down, and you follow their head, right? You throw that heat-seeking missile down like that. All right, let's do it again. Boom. Now, with that same kind of weird angle, it's going to get weirder. Go for 11 to 5. Here. And I'm just trying to get you to do some things you don't usually do. And then let's go full on 12 to 6. You could use your hand to help you with this one and just drop that straight down. You've inverted your front snap kick. Okay, if you take that left leg and you bring it, so let's stop there for just a second. Okay, so we did from front to round to inverted front, boom, on this side. Do the same thing on the other side. We just throw, a little time check on you. Yeah, let's just throw one of each of those for now. Okay, so ready? 6 to 12. Now we are going 5 to 11. Now we are going 4 to 10. Now we are going 3 to 9. Now we're going 2 to 8. Now we are going 1 to 7. And now we're back up here 12 to 6 again. Okay? Now what we're going to do is practice throwing from 6 to 12 again, but we're going to invert this and we're going to go with the bottom of our foot and our heel instead. Alright, so the very first kick we have to do is a weird one. They call this sometimes called like scorpion kick or a reverse axe kick. And this is where your foot would start at the bottom and come up, but with the bottom of your foot first. If you look at that one from the side, that's sort of a weird look. I used to spar with a guy, Joe Blakemore was his name. Big, tall dude, and he was pretty flexible, so he could stand like right next to you, and he could bring his foot up like this and get you in the back of the head, like a little scorpion kick thing. All right, so give that a try. So here, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring that same leg up on an angle that goes like from 5 to 11 that way, right? So it's not straight up, but it's still more scorpion kick than it is hook kick. All right, do that one more time. Now go more 4 to 10. And now go 3 to 9. There's your classic hook kick. All right, throw that a couple times, straight across. All right, now you get a really, really interesting kick, guys. It's super effective, and it's not in any textbook, really, right? But you've got this kick that slices down with the back of your leg on this angle. We're going from 2 to what are we doing? 2 to 8. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so we're here, and boom, like that. And that just, if you get that in the right hip slot, that just feels good. You just get that nice downward pull, really using your glutes to pull that down in a powerful way. Imagine you're sparring somebody, and you go and throw that like your crescent, and they start to lean back, boom, and you can follow them back with that. Again, the heat-seeking missile idea. If I come up and just do a little bit more of an axe kick, a little bit less of a hook, right? That's your 1 o'clock down to 7. And then, of course, you've got your axe kick, which comes around and then drops 12 to 6. All right, so are there other ones? You know, sort of, like could you bring your foot like this way? Could you take the bottom of your foot or the top of your foot and like, yeah, you can throw like inverted round kicks and stuff. We're not getting into that too much. I just wanted to show you that clock concept and have you practice some of those. Notice how more than half of those kicks we just did were non-traditional, right? And if you think about it, like if I'm fighting an opponent and my opponent's body is turned like this and I want to hit perpendicular into that body, you know, if I throw a round kick, that's just going to deflect. If I throw a front kick, that's just going to deflect, boom. But if I throw a kick that comes up on that angle, it deliver a lot of force into that opponent. So that's why we can't be locked in too much to traditional techniques, guys. If we're trying to actually apply stuff, you got to make the move work for the situation, not the other way around, right? Like if I was here and I said, hey, would you stand up a little straighter so that my round kick works? Or same thing with distance, right? Like if I'm here and I can throw this kick without turning my hip, can I say, excuse me, bad guy, don't move. I have to back up a little bit so that I can turn my hips all the way. And now my bad guy is, you know, eating a sandwich or, I mean, probably doing something. If eating a sandwich, I guess I don't mind, but probably doing something worse than that to me. Okay, good work. See you next time.